What's going on YouTube? This your boy Chart Slayer here, and today we're going to be talking about how to trade divergence. Alright, let's go ahead and get right into it. So what is divergence? One, divergence is when price and an indicator moves in the opposite direction. Right? They're in disagreement with each other. So for example, if price is moving up and then the indicator is moving down, then that means that we are in a divergence, and that means a reversal is occurring or about to occur, right? So that's very, very important. The thing is, you don't want to just trade divergence anywhere. I used to do this all the time where I would see a divergence and I automatically just sell the market, or automatically just buy the market, and then that's not what you want to do, family. That's not what you want to do. What you want to do is focus on divergence at major support and resistance levels, and we're going to go ahead and talk about that in much more detail very shortly. But there's two types of patterns that you want to focus on, or really one pattern but in two different ways when it comes to divergence, right? It is called channels, and this is something that you really need to focus on and hone in on if you really want to transition from being a retail trader to a professional trader to a profitable trader, however you want to call it, right? So that's something that you really want to focus on, and that is called an ascending and descending channel. Ascending means that price is consolidating or losing volume on an uptrend, meaning that it's ready to drop. A descending channel is when price is losing volume and is consolidating in a downtrend, and that means that it's ready to go up. So that's things that you want to pay attention to when it comes to trading divergence, is when it comes to, all right, so what pattern am I seeing? Am I seeing a consolidation in low volume going up or going down? And then you would align that with your one indicator for your divergence, and then you take your trade accordingly, right? And this is what you want to focus on when it comes to that. And let's go ahead and get to the charts, because I really want to show this to you in much more detail. All right, family, so this is what I want to go ahead and show you. So one, we have an ascending channel. This is what an ascending channel looks like. This is an ascending channel. An ascending channel, like I explained before, is when price is in an uptrend and it is consolidating with low volume, and guess what happened? It reversed, right? So you want to focus in, on those higher structures. But let's focus on where this specific ascending channel is, right? Let's focus on this. This ascending channel is at a major resistance level right here. A major resistance, you could argue that it's right here or right here. It's personally up to you, because they're in the same level. This is where a lot of people, when it comes to trading, where they would use a specific zone, right? They would use a zone instead of lines, because you could literally, with lines, you can pick and choose which area you want to go to, and that could, in the long run, maybe fluctuate your entry, right? But at the end of the day, you know that in that area, even though we use a line, and I use a line, but I use a line as an area, like this zone, not really as a specific, oh, let me sell or buy at that level. So let's go ahead and make sure we focus back on here, right? You see where you have this ascending channel at this zone? So pretty much you could have sold any time at the top of this structure, top of this ascending channel, because you don't want to just sell just because it touches the zone, right? It touched the zone here. That doesn't mean you automatically sell. As you can see, it still continued to go up. But as price started to form this ascending channel, you could see a pattern here, right? So let me go ahead and make these lines more precise, right? You could see here that you could have sold every single time price entered into this zone, right? After this first touch, right? You got the first touch here, and this one didn't quite touch that. This one you did. So you could have bought down here. This was your area to buy, right? And these were your areas to sell. But guess where we are when we're selling and buying the market? We are at a major support and resistance level. Now, if you're looking for a sell, if you're looking for a sell, you would want to buy at these areas and not buy any longer. So let me rephrase this, right? Yes, we are in an uptrend, and it would make sense if we're in an uptrend to keep buying at the lows. Yes, but the thing is, you are forming an ascending channel, meaning that you are wanting to actually sell the market more than you are actually looking to buy the market. So what I want you guys to really focus on is, yes, we do have these levels here that you can actually trade and keep capitalizing off of, which is very key. But the thing is, you could make more profit selling the market. As you can see, it continued to drop, than you could buying the market, right? So as you can see, when you bought here, it didn't reach all the way up to this high. When you bought here, it didn't reach all the way to this high. But when you sold it, it completely kept selling all the way down, right? So that's what I mean by, when it comes to ascending channels in forms of divergence, it will go a long way. Now let's go ahead and talk about divergence for a split second, even though we see this channel. So this is what I mean, right? So this is what I mean by divergence. So you see how price is going up, but I use the MACD. So before I even go through that, I use the MACD. MACD is a perfect tool in order to identify divergence, because what is MACD? MACD means moving average convergence divergence, right? That's what the D stands for. So look at this. As price is going in the upward direction, the MACD is moving in a downward direction. Do you see how price is in a disagreement here? Right? You have a downward and then you have an upward. That means price is getting ready to reverse, right? So we're in a uptrend while having a low volume, right? We're having low volume, some consolidation on the higher time frame, meaning that price is no longer wanting to break highs, so it ended up reversing. So I'm expecting a reverse down to this level, or maybe to this level, whichever one it wants to do. Or price could just form a bigger pattern to move upwards, right? It's really up to whatever that's kind of happening with price. You don't know what's going to happen next. You're just looking to capitalize where you can, and this is where you have to be smart, right? So like I said, this is a perfect example when it comes to ascending channels. Now let's go through another one. I want to go through another ascending channel, and that's AU, right? And as you can see, Australian dollar is also in an uptrend, but let's pay attention, right, to the direction. So you have an uptrend here, and look at the MACD. You have it down. You have this moving down on the MACD. So that means that is a form of divergence. And look what happened after you got divergence. You see this drop here. Price is falling, right? Yes, you have a minor pullback, but overall we are now in a downtrend. So at this point in time, we have broken lows. So which low did we break? Let's go to the 4 hour so I can show you, right? And let me prove to you how this is a downtrend now. When we push down here, we never really broke lows. This was our low here. This is our low here. This is our low here. Every time you got to break down. You never broke these lows, right? But pay attention to this, right? You have a low here and you have a low here. Price came down but never broke these lows. But in this case, right? In this case, price broke this low and broke this low. So you have two lows being broken at the same time. That tells you that price is now ready to switch trend. Right now, like I said, this could be like the same thing on EU, where, you know, this could just be dropping, or this could just be forming a bigger pattern to the upside. But it doesn't matter, because this is still profitable. We can still make capital off of this drop. And this is what you guys want to make sure, you want to understand when it comes to divergence. You can still capitalize off of this. Now let's go and talk about another descending channel, right? So let's go to USD Swiss franc. Right, USD Swiss franc is the same thing. Oh, and excuse me on that. Let me show you where AU, right? AU, right, is at a major level at the same time, right? So if we go to the weekly, I want to show you exactly what major level we are in. With AU, we are at this level, which means that price is consolidating at this high for a move down. So I want to make sure that I say that it's always at a major support and resistance level that you're looking to take these trades, right? So let's go to USHEF, right? And the first thing I want to show you guys is that we are at a major support level. So this is our support level right here. Boom. Price came all the way down to this major support level, right? All the way down to this major support level. And now we are looking for a move up. So I'm going to delete this. I'm going to remove this line since we already know that it's at the support level. Price is now at the support level and is what? forming a descending channel, which is a downtrend consolidation of low volume, right? A low volume downtrend. And look what happened. It moved up, right? It moved up. Yes, you have a minor pullback, but overall, this is a move up. So I want you guys to understand what I'm saying, that it's so easy to find divergence. Look at this. I can't make this up, right? You have this moving down, and look at the MACD. The MACD is moving up. I can't make this up. You can't get anything any simpler than this. So trading divergence can be maybe your key to being profitable, because that's my key. So I'm gonna show you an example, right? This is a trade that I'm currently in right now. I'm showing you facts of how I got into this trade, right? This is a descending channel, right? So let's go to the 1 hour so I can actually show you the divergence. Right, so I can actually show you the divergence. This isn't heavy divergence like the other ones I showed you, but price is, right? Price is moving down and the MACD is moving up. So you want to keep that in mind when it comes to trading, that you can trade this however you want to. Now, I didn't take this trade all the way down here, right? You have two options in actually taking trades, right? You can either take it at the bottom of the channel, right? You can take it at the bottom of the channel. Or like I showed you before, every time when it gets to the second touch, you can buy it every single touch at the bottom, right? Or if you're not comfortable with that, you can wait for a impulse and a correction, right? And at this correction, you could have bought at the low and then move higher, right? I bought this off the higher time frame, right? I bought this at the 4 hour, right? I usually take trades on the 4 hour time frame. So I wanted confirmation. See, on the 1 hour, I don't really trade any lower than the 1 hour. Now, on the 1 hour, it didn't really give me my confirmation to get into the trade. But on the 4 hour, I got my confirmation right here. This major engulfing candlestick right here. So I got my confirmation, and right now I am up around 60 pips, right? Which is, if we were to go by percentages, right? I am currently up around 1.17%. Right? I'm currently up 1.17%, which is very good, by the way. You always want to, be up, and I see this going up even higher, right? But right now, let's look at this. Right now, price is forming divergence, meaning that this could drop, right? And I have my stop right here. So price is moving up, and look what's going on with the MACD. It's moving down. So there is divergence going on right now on UJ that you can capitalize off of if this actually were to happen. So for example, how would you capitalize off this? How would you, want to sell the market, right? So if you wanted to sell the market, like I said, sometimes trend lines are subjective. It's not the best. You're just now getting this second touch here on this specific channel. For me, I think this is going to go up. For me, I think this is going to just get another move up. But you see here, you have your first touch here. This second touch could have been your selling point. Boom, you would have profited, right? You have a third touch here. If you got your confirmation, you could technically sell it. You don't know. I don't know for sure 100% that this is going to continue to go up. I'm just confident in the move up. But this could come down, hit my stop loss, and then move to the upside. It's fine. Right, it's up to you, but you have to be confident in your analysis. And I'm confident that this might have another push up, because the thing is, I don't want you guys to sell at this point. Remember, you only want to sell. You want to have an ascending channel, not in the middle of structure, but you want to have an ascending channel at the top of structure. You want to always have it at a resistance, a major support and resistance level. I can't stress this enough. You don't want it in the middle. You want it at the top, right? You want to sell it as high as possible. You want to buy as low as possible. This is the lowest point. That's why when it came down to touching these levels, I didn't buy it here. I waited for it to come to this level, right? If I were to have paid attention, I would have bought it at this level, at the lowest point. And then would have caught the whole buy. Maybe I had the same position here, right? So you want to be smart with your trading. Remember, you always want to buy at the highest points and sell at the lowest points. So I hope you guys, I hope that made sense to you. All right, family. So I hope you guys really enjoyed that on how to trade divergence. This is how I personally trade. I will tell you this. This is how I personally trade. I don't trade any other way. I love divergence because it definitely tells me what is possible or probable or what's going to happen next. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Make sure you hit that like button. Definitely subscribe, you guys. Leave a comment below on if you trade divergence. I really would like to know. I want to have a conversation with the community. Like I said, like, help the algorithm. My goal is to hit 1,000 subscribers. I really want to hit 1,000 and then we'll go on from there. But make sure you drop those comments below. And if you want to be notified for the next video, like I said, hit that notification bell.
I know I'm acting stupid, but being dumb. Maybe just a little bit foolish. I feel so young.